Well, folks, welcome to the channel. It's all about racing. This episode, we're going to look at a 2010 Aston Martin DBR-9 GT3, that of Team LMP Motorsports that competed in the French FFSA GT Championship. This is a limited edition model, number 2005 out of 300. It is resin, it is sealed, it comes with an acrylic jewel cover, and is encased in the French-themed box that you see behind the car. I'm sure you folks know that the Aston Martin was built by both Aston Martin and ProDrive. The car made its debut in 2005 and competed in the GT1 class until its end in 2011. Bear in mind, this one is a 2010 model. Now, it features a 6-liter, 6,000 DOHC 48-valve V12 naturally aspirated engine. It produces about 625 horsepower with a top speed of 195 miles an hour. And I'm sure one thing that you know about all the Aston Martin DBR9s, if you've seen them, is that they provided a white roof on the top of all the cars, which is heat resistance, to keep the cockpit temperatures down. I thought that was a little interesting fact about this particular car, about all the DBR9s for that matter. This model, I think it's an interesting model. I'm not crazy about the livery. It's got a literally fantastic looking front end, hood. The interior details are phenomenal. The rear is rather disappointing, and we'll take a look at that. But that being said, Team LMP Motorsport was founded in 2010 by Guillaume Lecluse and Yves Lemijon. I hope I got that right. It competed in the French FFSA GT Championship, and the drivers were Anthony Beltoise, French, son of former F1 driver Jean-Pierre Beltoise, I hope I got that right, and Nicolas Tardif, also of France. Now, as I mentioned, the front end of this car is just absolutely phenomenal. Guys, look at the beautiful grille work that you have here. The one grille that you can't see, and I can't really show you, and I think it might actually have a radiator that is under here where you see that brush. It's really hard to see, but it's angled. You've got the tow hook here. You've got this massive carbon fiber splitter, and I think you have a really nice looking set of headlights. And look at the detail of the headlights in there. And then as we go along the hood of the car, you can see, because this is a front engine vehicle, you've got all these air vents, to bring air to cool the engine, and it's just absolutely phenomenal. And if you take a look at the cockpit from here, guys, I want to tell you, it is spectacular. From the back of the front, it's got this gray dashboard. The rest of it is basically gunmetal and kind of silver. You can see the stick shift sticking out there, and a whole bunch of tubes and electronics on the left side of the car. Really, really neat. Now, I mentioned that the rear was rather disappointing. I guess that's because of the lack of a diffuser that you see on most cars, but bear in mind, this is a 2010 model. The exhaust tubes also, I don't know, they look kind of weak. They're small. You barely even notice them if they weren't there. Otherwise, I think the taillights look really good. You see the Aston Martin logo there. The rear wing you have here, and look at the fuel ports that you have through the rear window of the car. I've never seen that before. One on each side, much like the Porsches do. And obviously that is the fuel tank right beneath it. But I thought that's just an absolutely fascinating detail that you don't normally see. And let's try to look into the cockpit here from this angle and see what you can see. There you see some details in there, but believe me, the cockpit of this thing is just absolutely amazing. There is one aerial on the top of the car. Otherwise, the livery, quite frankly, is just rather uninspiring. There's a look at it from the top and on down. And as I had mentioned, that this is a sequentially numbered limited edition model. Folks, they only built 300 of these. This one was 205. Well, anyhow, guys, that wraps up this video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.